Oh, that's easy. I played in 3 Super Bowls. 2 of those with Joe Andruzzi, who, as you guys know, is here this weekend as well. And a third that we ended up losing in 2007 after we tried to go for the perfect season. So those are absolutely my favorite NFL moments. And winning, there's nothing like winning a Super Bowl. The feel, the thrill is everything and more than people imagine. And I wish a lot of kids across America could get that opportunity and do that, because it's truly is special. It's a lot of fun. And I also was a part of a loss, which is devastating, but we get over it and then you move on and try and go for it the next year as well. Oh, as a lineman, there's a lot of plays we'd like to redo. It's a great question. People ask it all the time, and I would say this: no one's ever perfect in the game of football. As much as we strive for that as players and competitors, no one's ever perfect. So I would like to say that I'd like to redo a lot of plays over the years. You learn from your mistakes, and once you learn from those, you just try and go ahead and be a better person, a better player as you go forward. I'm pretty lucky. And why? Mm-hmm. All right, so I will tell you this. I was lucky enough to play for the 2 other teams outside of the Patriots that I grew up watching and cheering for. And those 2 were the Denver Broncos. Played 3 years there, and then in my 12th year, my last year, I played for the Kansas City Chiefs, which I grew up as a boyhood fan of. And I know Joe was, prior to me, he grew up as a Giants fan as a kid, and never played there, but ended up playing against them a lot, obviously. But getting back to our question, I was lucky to play for those 2 teams. Those were kind of the 2 teams I grew up rooting for as a kid. John Elway was in Denver, and Kansas City, Joe Montana ended up going to Kansas City, and I was a big fan, and Neil Smith and a few others along the way that played there. And so I was lucky. I got to kind of live out my dream there a little bit as we went. I'll just say this: if there's any other project I'd like to take on, it would be to keep my family and my kids happy. I still love sports. I'm coaching high school football as we speak. I enjoy every minute of it. I enjoy the teaching side of football and the amateur side of football, because they're young kids who aren't getting paid. They want to learn. They're sponges, and they want to find out the nuances of the game to help them improve. And I absolutely enjoy that, and it gives me an opportunity to still compete at a different stage and through other people. But I really do enjoy that. But more than anything is I just hope my family grows as my kids get older, to be good, hard-working kids, and no matter what endeavor they take on. I absolutely love Aruba. This is my first time, as you brought up earlier. I've enjoyed Aruba unbelievably. It's been a lot of fun. The weather's fantastic. Obviously, I'm in good company, and the Divis are a great place to be, and I definitely plan on coming back. Yep, we're going to beat them. Straight up competition, we're mean now. Now I'll put on a different cap, and it'll be their competitive cap. Yes, we're going to draft a good team and go after them. I'm younger, just remember that.